is NBC 10 News at 6.
Right now, demolition for the Hard Rock Hotel in New Orleans is delayed as crews deem it to be unsafe to touch. We'll explain. And Tropical Storm Nestor wreaks havoc in Florida as tornadoes leave significant damage and residents aren't in the clear yet. Plus, the funeral for Tatiana Jefferson, the woman shot and killed inside her home, is stopped after her father files for a temporary restraining order. We'll tell you why. Hello and thank you for spending the weekend with me. I'm Chelsea Jones. Topping our news tonight, it's been exactly 7 days since the Hard Rock Hotel collapsed in New Orleans. Demolition for the 2 cranes on site was originally set for yesterday, then today, and now it's set to take place tomorrow at noon. Now, you may ask, why the delay? But that's because crews who inspected the cranes say they're in worse shape than they once thought. So they need more time to come up with a plan to knock them down safely. 3 workers died during the collapse.
It's a very dangerous building. The cranes are, still in a precarious situation, and so their timeline has moved. And once again, we've always said that safety is #1.
Now, we will update you tomorrow to see if crews were able to come up with the plan to take those cranes down. New at 6, the National Weather Service says an EF2 tornado touched down in parts of Polk County near Tampa last night. No serious injuries have been reported, but there is a lot of damage. Take a look at this video. There are damages from a neighborhood in Central Florida. You can see debris everywhere, windows busted, and then you're going to see a video of Kathleen Middle School where parts of the roof is completely gone. But in this picture here, you can see people walking, surveying the damage. It's extensive, and a lot of people were affected. Now, according to weather.com, 2 more tornadoes hit Southwest Florida. Thousands of people are still without power, and residents aren't out of the woods yet as more rain and severe weather is expected. Nestor is slated to impact parts of Georgia and the Carolinas before moving into the Atlantic Ocean. Well, the funeral for Tatiana Jefferson, the woman shot and killed inside of her home by a Fort Worth police officer, has been postponed. This is after her father says he's been left out of making arrangements. A judge signed a temporary restraining order Friday made by Marquise Jefferson, her father. The funeral was scheduled for today at the Potter's house in Dallas, where Al Sharpton was scheduled to speak. But at a news conference yesterday night, a family spokesman said Jefferson's father made the move over concerns that money was being raised inappropriately in the family's name.
When you raise money for a specific purpose and that money is not needed, I believe that you're defrauding the people who are weakened at heart that wants to do something.
There will be a hearing Monday to determine whether the temporary restraining order should be allowed to continue. The funeral is expected to be rescheduled after that hearing. On to some crime alerts now. A Monroe man is offering a $100 reward if you can return his 4-wheeler. Charles Walter says his 2008 Kawasaki 50cc was stolen right out of his backyard Thursday night. Now, if you have seen this ATV, Walters asks that you contact him at 318-331-5033 or Monroe Police at 318-329-2600. 1 man arrested and 2 men in the hospital, including a police officer, the other fighting for his life. It all happened early Friday morning at Grambling State University. Witnesses say it happened after a fight broke out at the Hodby Assembly Center. Louisiana State Police arrested 19-year-old Princeton Adams Friday afternoon. They say he shot the 2 victims during the fight. He shot an unidentified male twice in his chest, and that man is in critical condition. Grambling State Police attempted to break up the altercation, and that's when an officer was shot in the leg. His injuries are non-life-threatening, though. Adams has been charged with 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder.
There were 2 officers there that were doing security for that party, specifically for the party, which is a good thing. Unfortunately, the one that got shot in the leg. But, you know, if they weren't there, it could have been a lot worse.
That's not what I want people to think the HBCU experience is about.
Grambling State students say they don't want their campus to be painted in a negative light, but it is time for security to be taken more seriously, and we will continue to update you on the conditions of those 2 victims. Well, GSU's new campus police chief, Jerry Melton, released this statement following that shooting. It reads in part, improving campus safety is an ongoing and active effort at Grambling State University. We are grateful for the support of the city of Grambling, the city of Ruston, our Lincoln Parish Sheriff's Office, and Louisiana State Police for the immediate and continuous support in our campus safety efforts. 1 month after a shooting death of Christopher Coleman, his family says justice has still not been served. So the Coleman family took to the streets and held a protest Friday to raise awareness. Monroe police say Coleman was shot and killed last month off of Winsboro Road in Monroe. Police arrested Leontaria Smith and Lamarcus Alexander on charges related to Coleman's death, but both have since been released. Coleman's sister says they need to go behind bars.
If you cleaned the crime scene up, you got something to hide. You got rid of the guns and the evidence. So they didn't have nothing to go back. You feel what I'm saying? So we want some justice. These boys need to be in jail.
Coleman says if nothing is solved locally, she's going to head to Baton Rouge to speak with the Attorney General. Well, Darrell Berry, candidate for State Senate District 16, is calling it quits. He will no longer be on the ballot for the November 16th runoff election. Berry released a statement saying he decided to remove his name from consideration for the office. He says he made the decision right after doing a lot of prayer and some consideration, and he feels the district needs unity. Berry says he will continue to serve the District 4 Monroe City School Board. Well, the Ouachita Parish Library is celebrating children literacy with its 41st annual Pumpkin Bash. This Halloween festival is unlike any other. The library had local children's book authors, games, candy, and more. Children that participated were able to get a book and take it home for free. Just a simple reminder of how important reading is.
They learn that books are fun, books are exciting, and books are something to be treasured. This is something really fun that they get to do, lots of fun things, but at the end of the day, they get to bring a book home with them to keep on their shelf, which is very exciting.
We'll have more information on our website about how you can learn more about the Ouachita Parish Library System. And an event as old as time continued today for its 10th year as young and old gathered for a community clean up event on Coleman Avenue in West Monroe. Keep West Monroe Beautiful and Ouachita Green took their efforts to Coleman Avenue Saturday morning after multiple members of the community reached out saying the area needed some cleaning. So after working for many hours, 50 volunteers cleaned from Endom Bridge all the way down to Bancroft Boulevard.
We really just want to make a difference in our community. We see a need, we fill that need. We see members of the community passing by, they're all smiling, waving. They're thankful that we're out here doing this today.
Organizers say they will be hosting America Recycles Day on November 9th at the Civic Center. Well, back in 1894, Joseph Biedenhorn bottled the first Coca-Cola soft drink. Now today, the Biedenhorn Museum is honoring that monumental day with their 5th annual Coke celebration. Now from a Coke geysers to vintage Coke cars and kids having their first ever Coke float, there were a lot of activities to indulge in. This event allows the museum to not only give back to the community, but also remember the history of a Coke.
Kids and adults, as they go through, we talk about, again, the first bottling of Coke. We talk about how the Coke bottle has changed. It's nostalgic for adults. It's sometimes something new for children.
If you missed the celebration, there are more community events coming up at the museum. On October 28th, they are having a Scarecrow event, and in December, there will be many Christmas activities. We're going to have a lot more news after the break and this story that involves dogs and Halloween costumes. You won't want to miss it, but here's a quick look at your forecast.